Welcome to Rooted Woman. I figured this morning I'd take it a little bit more casual. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. I'm drinking coffee and going to be doing my makeup in my bathtub because the lighting in here is impeccable. My 5-year-old is sleeping in my bed right now. I felt like I wanted to introduce myself a little bit more because I put out my intro video. I'm sorry, I'm just picking stuff out right now. I put out my intro video. It kind of just told you what my focus was at this point, not a lot about me. I think if you're going to take advice from somebody, you at least should know a little bit more about them. I am 42 years old. Like I was saying before, I'm a mom of 4. I have a wonderful man in my life. He does not live with me. We actually live in 2 different counties. Not based on not wanting to live together, but based on this economy. We both own our homes, and yeah, so that's working out for us right now. Does that mean that that's going to stay that way? No. And he also has kids of his own. The way that things work this way, as far as relationships go, is I absolutely love the one that I'm in. It's really working right now, and we have huge dreams and really big goals that we want to be able to accomplish. So that's going on there. I also live in a very rural community. I have been living in a really rural community for the past 15 years. There's parts of it that I love, and there's parts of it that I could send back. For the most part, I really do love it. It's very quiet mornings. It's no street traffic. It's just exactly what my soul needs and what I believe that my kids' souls need too. I am trying to give them a sense of a very simple life because I know eventually they'll create a wild one of their own. A foundation of going out and still playing in the sprinklers, being boys, being a girl. And my daughter was very rough and tumble when she was little. It is very important to me. I grew up that way. I believe it builds a lot of character. Let's see. Let's give you some basics. I work at a nonprofit. I've worked at nonprofits for decades. One thing about me is that in saying I've worked at nonprofits, I've worked in multiple. I've always been in kind of a project manager position and in a leadership position. It's always been really fun for me. A lot of times it's been challenging. Nonprofits have taught me a lot. So much to the point where I actually want to start one eventually. I've only usually stayed 2-3 years. One of them had me for about 6 because I feel things need to keep constantly growing. And for me and my personality, it has to go that way. I can't stay stagnant in one place as far as my employment goes. And lucky enough for me, I've been provided opportunities by the universe where it keeps scaling up. So I feel very lucky and very blessed in that way. Let's see. Some more controversial topics about me is friendships. I'm getting to the point in my age, I'm 42, where I don't have a lot of friendships. I think that's because I'm learning a lot more about boundaries. The energy that I will and won't expend on other people. I really like hanging out with my kids. Same thing goes with my job. A lot of the times I joke around with my coworkers saying that probably shouldn't have said that, I'm going to get fired. I've said that so many times and I've not gotten fired yet. Knock on fake wood. As far as how I raise my children, I raise them very, like I said before, very rough and tumble, very say what you say when you want to say it. Don't make any apologies. Be absolutely authentic if that's any goal that you're ever going to have in your life. I have a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, 13-year-old almost, and an 18-year-old. My 5-year-old is wild. My 8-year-old is my peacemaker. My 13-year-old is my teenager finding himself on his own so far. And nobody tells you when you have a 13-year-old boy that you will eventually teach them how to shave their mustache and their beard. I'm going to have to look up a YouTube for that. Well, even at 42, I'm starting to get the little peach fuzzies here, so I guess I'm not that far off. A whisker. I have one whisker. I'll be in a meeting and I'll just mess with it so much to the point where I'm like, I have to check myself because I can't pluck that whisker in the middle of my meeting. That's pretty much where we're starting at. I'm really excited. I'm really excited being a mom. I'm really excited raising them in a different way that I was raised. I was raised really in survival mode, even out of that a little bit into my 20s. I feel like in my 40s and even in my mid 30s, chapters started opening up in my life where I had to figure out what I was doing without fight or flight. I want to tell you more about that. Again, it's been me researching, it's been some therapy. My kids have taught me a lot. Learning to be on my own has taught me a lot. Learning to be okay being alone and all that details has gotten me there. Stay rooted.